Pez, Pez English, German peÄts, stylized as Peasy is the brand name of an Austrian candy and associated manual candy dispensers. The candy is a pressed, dry, straight-edged, curved corner block 15 mm 5/8" long, 8 mm 5/16" wide, and 5 mm 3/16" high, with Pez dispensers holding 12 candy pieces. Pez was invented in Austria and later exported worldwide. The all-uppercase spelling of the logo echoes the trademark's style on the packaging, and the dispensers, with the logo drawn in perspective and giving the appearance that the letters are built out of 44 brick-like Pez mints, 14 bricks in the P and 15 in each of the E and Z. Despite the widespread recognition and popularity of the Pez dispenser, the company considers itself to be primarily a candy company, and today billions of Pez candies are consumed annually in the U.S.A. alone. Pez dispensers are a part of popular culture in many nations, an example being soul candy in the Japanese manga series Bleach. Because of the large number of dispenser designs over the years, they are collected by many. History. Pez was first marketed as a compressed peppermint sweet in Vienna, Austria, in 1927 by Eduard Haas Roman III. The name Pez is an abbreviation of Pfefferminz German for peppermint. The original product was a round peppermint lozenge called Pez drops. Over time, a new manufacturing process evolved, and the hard-pressed brick shape known today was created. The product packaging evolved from wrapped rolls to a small tin to hold the mints, similar to the modern Altoids tins. The first Pez mint dispensers, known as regulars, were similar in shape to a cigarette lighter and dispensed an adult breath mint marketed as an alternative to tobacco. They were invented by Oskar U.S.A. Haas Food Manufacturing Corporation of Vienna was the first to sell Pez products. World War II slowed marketing and production. In 1945. In 1952, Eduard Haas introduced his product to the United States, and Curtis Alina headed Pez's U.S. business. In 1955, the Pez company placed heads on the dispensers and marketed them for children. Santa Claus, Popeye, Mickey Mouse, and Donald Duck among the first character dispensers. Since 1950, over 1,500 Pez dispensers, including the original character dispensers, have been created. Pez vending machines were used in Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. The first German machines were introduced around 1954 and were produced by DWM Deutschwagen und Maschinen Fabrik and GWS Georg Wigant und Sohn, both of Berlin, Germany. Machines were later introduced in Switzerland and then in Austria in October 1956. These were produced by Glerios/R. Sapel and Company and Theodor Braun Vienna. In 1973, Pez built a factory in Orange, Connecticut, U.S. In 1983, Scott McWhinney became the president of the Pez Company. He retired in 2003. Joe Vittoria became president of the company in 2004. Around 2005, the size of the original factory was doubled and the Pez dispenser line was expanded. In the mid-1990s, peppermints were reintroduced with remakes of the regulars. In early 2002, the family of the original founder of the company bought back 32.5% of the stock from investment company PGH4E Re-ITM. They now own 67.5% of the company. The headquarters are in Traun, Austria. The Pez mints are produced in Traun and Orange, Connecticut, U.S., while the dispensers are produced in Hungary, China. In 2011, a Pez visitor center was opened in Orange, CT, with over 4,000 square feet dedicated to all things Pez. Patents. Pez, Inc. has applied for and received patents related to the Pez dispensers and usually molds the patent number onto the stem of the design. The patent number cannot be reliably used to determine how old the dispenser is. Collectors refer to the first two digits of a patent number as a shorthand. For example, the 5.95,984,285 patent was granted in 1999, but did not first appear on a Pez item until 2002. By 2007, 4.9 patented items were still regularly appearing on store shelves. Dispensers can also be found with several non-U.S. patents, such as the German DBP 818.829 Deutsches Bundes patent and the Mexican patent NR 141,242. Injection mold codes. Pez dispenser stems will usually also be embossed with several injection mold codes IMC. Some, like those found on the bottom of the dispenser feet, will tell which mold position the specific piece came from. One found on the side of the stem indicates the country of origin. The IMC code 4 is followed by a superscripted second number which identifies the specific facility in Austria. Characters. Early Pez dispensers did not have character heads on them. They were what is known now as regulars. A regular dispenser is just a rectangular box with a contoured flip top for dispensing the candy. Toy character head dispensers were introduced in 1955 after the candy was introduced in the United States. There are over 550 unique dispenser heads with thousands of variations. In the 1970s, 3 historical figures were created: Betsy Ross, Daniel Boone, and Paul Revere, which were released as part of the Bicentennial series. These dispenser heads were not made to actually look like the people they represented, but instead used generic faces with different accessories. Star Wars Pez dispensers have been amongst the most popular collectibles since they were introduced in the 1990s. The company initially had a general rule against creating likenesses of real people, but in 2006 a limited edition series of 3 Pez dispensers were made with likenesses of members of the Teutul family from Orange County choppers. The NASCAR-themed dispensers are based on the helmets of famous drivers rather than their actual resemblance. In 2007, a limited edition Elvis set was released featuring 3 dispensers from different periods in Presley's life. In 2008, the first Star Trek dispensers were released in a gift set with the 7 original series crew and the Starship Enterprise. A second Star Trek gift set, based on the Next Generation series, was released in autumn 2012. In 2009, in honor of the 70th anniversary of The Wizard of Oz, Pez released a box set with dispensers in the likenesses of the Cowardly Lion, the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, Dorothy Gale, Toto, Glinda, the Wizard of Oz, and the Wicked Witch of the West. Only 300,000 sets were made. In 2010, Pez released a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs set, featuring a storybook. These are the first characters featured on the short stem body. Only 250,000 sets were made. In 2011, a 2-piece limited edition set was released for charity featuring Prince William and his wife-to-be Kate Middleton. In 2011, an 8-piece limited edition set was released featuring characters from The Lord of the Rings as they appear in Peter Jackson's The Lord of the Rings films: Bilbo, Frodo, Sam, Gandalf, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, and Gollum. Only 250,000 sets were made. 150,000 Walmart exclusive sets were made. The Walmart sets did not have Bilbo. Instead, they came with the Eye of Sauron. In October 2012, Pez released a limited edition Kiss gift set. The Star Child, the Demon, the Catman, and the Spaceman are displayed in a reusable metal gift tin. In 2013, Pez released the Monsters University Pez. The characters were Mike Wazowski, James P. Sully Sullivan, Scott Squishy Squibbles, and Randall Boggs. In September 2013, Pez released the Hobbit Gift Set. Bilbo Baggins, Gandalf the Grey, Thorin Oakenshield, Thimble the Hunter, Radagast, Killy, Boffer, and Dwalin are displayed in a printed cardboard box. In 2013, Pez released a series of 18-wheeler trucks. There were companies like Walgreens, Nice, Wawa, Safeway, Randall's Upmarket, Haveline, and many more. In 2014, Pez released a giant Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. In 2014, Pez released an Angry Birds gift tin. It had Red, Bomb, Stella, and a Minion Pig in a reusable metal gift tin. List of Pez sets of popular characters. Fandom Value of Pez dispensers. Some Pez dispensers can sell for large amounts as collectibles. The highest verifiable sale of a Pez dispenser was a private sale of a Mickey Mouse softhead at $7,000 between an Austrian dealer and a U.S. collector. This dispenser was never available for sale to the public and was a factory prototype. The high prices which some Pez items fetch has led to the manufacturing of fake Pez items as well. The 2006 eBay sale of a clear 50 space gun for $11,000 took place, but according to Pez researcher David Welch, the dispenser was later proven by chemical testing to be a well-made fake. The most valuable Pez dispensers are three political donkeys, each valued at over $13,000, one of which was owned by John F. Kennedy. Pez conventions and gatherings. The Pez collecting hobby has grown to the point where several conventions are held annually around the world. The oldest convention is Pezomania, which has been held in Ohio since 1991. There are also small gatherings held in countries like England and Australia, just to name a couple. Conventions are also annually held in Austria, Finland, France, Sweden, and in the U.S. in Missouri, California. Pez conventions are a place where collectors and dealers can meet to buy and sell Pez merchandise. There are also typically auctions for charity and games and contests with Pez items as prizes. Most often admission is free for one day. Film adaptation. Envision Media Arts are developing an animated film version of Pez, with Cameron Fay writing the screenplay, Lee Nelson and David Bulow producing, and Greg Rawson, Brian Sawyer, and Jonathan Hung executive producing the film. Card game. The Pez card game is an out-of-print multiplayer collectible card game based on Pez candy. The object of the game is to earn 25 points through playing cards with Pez flavors and dispensers. The core set contained 204 cards. Popular culture. The New York Times reported that eBay was started as a way to trade Pez dispensers online. Pez lore includes the story of eBay founder Pierre M. Omidyar, a Pez collector, who set up eBay so his girlfriend, a Pez collector, had a way to buy and sell the dispensers on the internet. In the 1986 movie Stand By Me, when the boys are talking around the campfire, Vern Tessio Jerry O'Connell quips, "If I could only have..." In the 31st episode of the sitcom Seinfeld named The Pez Dispenser, a Tweety Bird Pez dispenser plays a major role on the plot.